You're absolutely right. I think that's the part we don't see. With 25 years since 9/11, everybody understands the jihadist threat, groups like ISIS and Al-Qaeda, but we have a hard time conceptualizing that there are groups that have created a presence in the US for 40, 50 years, and that are not violent. They don't engage in terrorism, but they have created a network that is very effective in pursuing an agenda that is exploiting democracy and basically infiltrating and influencing our society in a nefarious way. They have created a very extensive presence in the education system. They're now very active at the political stage, supporting and funding candidates on both sides, but mostly on the Democratic side. They are very engaged in a variety of interfaith efforts. They engage in multiple activities, all of them within the law. And this is one of the big challenges, is what can a democracy do against a group that acts largely, for the most part, within the democratic framework?
Yeah, sometimes they know our laws better than we do. And this is all a part of that 100-year plan. They plan on infiltrating U.S. government, the schools, and you bet they are on the campuses right now, especially those college campuses. Civil rights groups, they have ties to the Qataris, and they share ideological goals with extremist groups. So when the people are in the middle of the street saying globalize the Antivada or from the river to the sea, we should take them seriously, right, Lorenzo?
I think you touched on a couple of very important points. First of all, that this is not a small improvised network. This is a long presence that dates back decades in the United States, is very well funded, mostly by Qatar, but also by other sources in the Middle East, and knows how to speak our language. They know how to frame their issues through the lenses to a language that is palatable to Western audiences, particularly on college campuses, but also to civil rights organizations. They will never openly speak about jihad and frame, for example, the Israeli-Palestinian conflict in terms of religious terms. They will use the language of post-colonial theory, oppression, apartheid, and so on. Obviously, for them, in reality, it's a religious conflict, but they know how to camouflage their real goals. And they have the ability, they have really created a very symbiotic relationship with a large part of civil society or progressive organizations that serve, and this is very reminiscent of what happened in the Iranian Revolution, as sort of useful idiots for these Islamist actors.
Lorenzo, quick exit question. I only got about 30 seconds. When you look at the rise of this new democratic socialist group, we see a lot of the same teachings under them. How closely tied are they?
I think we're seeing some dynamics in which there is support, financial support. There have been a few candidates that have been successful, even including yesterday in Michigan, successful in elections, but unquestionably